Let's start our practice lying on our backs for a supine meditation. And this will allow us to connect to our breath in the most comfortable shape possible. So you can find Shavasana having the legs extended, or you can bend the knees and plant the feet wide to the edges of the mat. Allow the knees to knock in together, gluing the inseams of the thighs. And this is constructive rest. It might feel nicer on your back. Let the arms rest at the side, palms face up. Relax the shoulders, soften the face, close the eyes or soften the gaze. Right away, let's bring awareness to the natural breath. Follow it as it glides in and follow it as it empties out. Start to observe the qualities of the breath today. How does it feel? Fast or slow? Deep or shallow? How does it sound? Loud or quiet? Smooth or uneven? Observe the breath without judgment, and just notice how the breath moves the body, how the breath moves within the body. Where do you feel the breath? Do you feel it in the mouth, the throat, the lungs, the chest, maybe the belly? All together, let's take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up. Open the mouth and let it go. Now close the mouth. Just focus on inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but can you direct the breath into your belly? Inhale to expand the belly, let it rise. And exhale, let it soften. Inhale to direct the breath into the belly, the abdomen. And on the exhale, let it contract. Now imagine there's a balloon in your belly. Inhale to inflate the balloon. And exhale, let it deflate. Now a balloon expands in all four directions, so can you expand in all four directions? Inhale. Lift the front body, breathe into the sides of the abdomen, even the back body. When you exhale, let it all contract and soften. So breathe into this 360-degree space. Continue this belly breathing exercise at your own pace. And now if you've ever watched a baby or your dog or your cat breathe, you've probably noticed this similar three-dimensional expansive movement around the abdomen or the whole body. So belly breathing or diaphragmatic breathing is the most efficient and natural way to breathe. And retraining ourselves to breathe with the diaphragm more will create optimal gas exchange for more vitality. So let's take one more deep belly breath. Imagine sending breath and energy to each and every cell in the body. On the exhale, slowly flutter the eyes open. Press down through the feet. Inhale, peel the knees apart, but feet stay where they are. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Warming up our hips, exploring the range of motion today. And then find stillness. Slide the feet shoulder width apart and draw them back so you can tickle the back of the heels with the fingers set up for bridge. Press down through the feet and the hands. Inhale, lift the hips up high. And exhale to lower. Press down, inhale, lifting up. We're waking up the backside of the body. Exhale, lower. One more time, grounded in the shoulders, the back of the head. Inhale to lift. Pause here. Notice if the knees are starting to splay open. Draw them shoulder width apart. Press down through the toes. Inhale, lift the heels up. And exhale to lower. Two more times. Inhale, lifting the heels high, firing up the legs. Exhale to lower. And once more, inhale, lift the heels up, maybe lift them a little bit higher. Exhale, lower the heels, but keep the hips lifted. One more breath. Inhale, draw the breath to the lower belly, the lower back. And exhale, tilt the tailbone to the sky, a posterior tilt, as you start to lower the hips back to the mat. So we've removed the rounding from the lower spine. Feel the entire length of the back grounded and supported. and breathe into the back body as it presses the floor. Bring the right knee into the chest, place the right hand on top of the knee, giving yourself a squeeze, draw it towards the armpit, maybe circle the ankle one way, circle the ankle the other. Then bring the right elbow to the inside of the knee, grab a hold of the right foot, so the outer edge, the inner edge, or the big toes with the peace fingers. Inhale, lift the sole of the foot to the sky, and exhale, draw the knee towards the mat. Half happy baby pose. The left leg can stay bent or have it extended, and the left hand can be on top of the hip for grounding. So we're staying here, pressing your sole of the foot to the ceiling, heel stacked above the knee. Let's take another breath into the opening in our hips. On the exhale, you can release. Bring the sole of the right foot to the mat, hug the left knee in towards the chest, left hand on the knee, squeezing it towards the armpit. You can start to circle the ankle if that feels okay. And then bring the elbow to the inside of the knee, grab a hold of the foot, inhale, lift the sole of the foot to the sky, and set up for half happy baby on the other side. So adjust the right leg as you need for grounding and support. And then as you settle into this opening in the hips, can you still find that full body breath? So even with a slight compression or flexion in our hips, breathing into the front of the body, the sides of the body, and the back body. Take another inhale, press the sole of the foot up. And then exhale, release the foot, bend both the knees in towards the chest. Place the hands on the back of the thighs, underneath the knees, and start to round the back, rock and roll, forward and back. Starting to massage out the spine and building momentum. You can make your way to a comfortable seat on the top of your mat. So finding an easy pose, cross-legged, you can close the eyes and take a moment just to notice how it feels to breathe in a different position. How does your breath change as you change shape? Now staying here, inhale to lift the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, roll them down and back. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale to lower. One more time, inhale to lift, squeeze them all the way up, shrugging the shoulders. And exhale, drop them to the floor, let them be heavy. Find space in the neck, long spine, rooted in your hips, feeling into this strong posture. So the next breathing exercise we'll do is called Ujjayi breath. And it is a foundational breath, most commonly used in yoga. It is similar to creating the sound of the ocean or the act of fogging a mirror. And we'll break it down here, but if it's familiar for you, you can practice at your own pace. So now choose one hand, lift it in front of your face. Pretend it is a mirror. If you wanted to fog it, you would open the mouth and make a sound. So we'll try this all together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. So you feel the warmth on the hand and the back of the throat. Let's try again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. Good. Now let's close the mouth halfway on the exhale, but keep trying to make that ha sound. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. Close the mouth. So it's a slight constriction in the back of the throat to keep making that sound. Try again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. Close the mouth. Good. Now we lower our hand. Let's try our full Ujjayi breath with the mouth closed, making the ha sound. Inhale. And exhale through the nose. Again, inhale. And exhale through the nose. So it might be a little bit more challenging. Continue at your own pace and really focus on that bubbling in the back of the throat, that constriction or your warming. And you'll start to create this smooth and audible breath. It may sound like the ocean, maybe the wind in the trees, or even Darth Vader. And this breath can be strong or powerful, soft or calming, whatever is most comfortable without forcing. So take a couple more Ujjayi breaths, starting to build that muscle memory. And as we start to move, let our Ujjayi breath be your guide to add this meditative quality to the practice. It does support our poses at a physiological level, but if it's not working for you, no worries. Just come back to a normal, conscious breath. And when you are ready, exhale to flutter the eyes back open. Extend the arms to the side, fingertips to the floor, tenting the hands. Step the hands one step back to open up the chest, strong spine. Flip the hands to the sky, pinkies forward, thumbs back. Inhale, raise the arms up. Pause at the top, wrists stacked over the shoulders. And exhale, flip the hands, thumbs forward, pinkies back, lower them towards the floor. Inhale, flip the hands, rise up, long in the arms, long in the side body. And exhale, flip your hands, lower them back towards the floor. One more time, inhale, flip the hands up, draw your energy into the palms, palms to touch. And exhale, side bend to the right. So reaching up and over, stay here or release the right hand to the floor. Focus on this lengthening and lifting, not a dumping into the right side of the body. And then find full expansions and contractions of the diaphragm, that dome-shaped breathing muscle under the lungs. On the next inhale, press down through your seat. Rise up, right hand meets the left. Exhale, side bend to the other side, reaching up and over. Release the left hand to the floor. So coming back to your breath, our diaphragm has connections to the front body, the back body, and even all the way down to the pelvis. So breathe into all these connections. Inhale, rise back up, reach the left arm up, palms to touch, exhale, hands to heart, prayer position. Interlace the hands, open them up wide, press the palms to the floor, inhale. And exhale, press the hands forward, straighten the arms, find this slight doming in the upper back. And I'll turn to the side so you can see the shape that I'm making. So focus on pulling apart the scapula, and this starts to expose a hidden spot between the shoulder blades. And this can be a sticky spot in the body where breath can get stuck. Keep pressing. So remember this space. We will come back to it in a future exercise. Keep the hands interlaced. Bring the hands behind the head to create a pillow, elbows wide. Inhale to lift the chest, shine the heart, arch the back. And exhale, chin to chest, elbows down, round the spine. Inhale, seated cow, finding this extension in the spine. And exhale for seated cat, finding flexion, hug the navel in. Continue this seated cat-cow at your own pace, moving with your breath. We're creating space here in the thoracic spine, which is the mid-back area from the base of the neck down to the bottom of the ribs. Let's do one more. And then we'll inhale, pause at the top, keep the chest lifted. We tend to lose mobility here with age and poor posture, so let's take another inhale. It should feel good to open up. And exhale, release, neutral spine, hands on the thighs. Left hand on top of the right knee, inhale. Exhale, twist towards the right. Bring the right hand behind the back, setting up for a twist. So now we twist from our lower spine and the core, working your way up to the shoulders. Notice here how the thoracic spine moves. And our goal is to open up this mid-back area with more twisting, side bends, and extensions to help the breath today. Take another inhale. And exhale, release the twist. Switch your sides, right hand on the left knee. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, twist towards the left, left hand behind you. And explore this twist with your breath. Remember, our breath initiates movements, so inhales will lengthen, expand, and grow. And exhales, we deepen, soften, twist, or bend. Another inhale. And exhale, release the twist, come back to center. Let's roll over onto our hands and knees, tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart, shoulders over the wrists, knees are hip width apart, hips over the knees. Let's start to circle the body one way, so you choose. This can be as fast or as slow as you like, as big or as small. Moving in a way that feels good for you. Let's circle the body the other way. As always, you can close the eyes if that's more comfortable. Just starting to build some freedom and fluidity in our spine and joints. We'll take one more, come back to a neutral tabletop, and let's bring awareness back to that space between the scapula. We'll get it moving and unstuck with scapular push-ups. So arms stay straight. Inhale to pinch the scapula together, soften your chest to the floor, and exhale to Press the floor away, broaden the upper back, slide your scapula apart. Again, inhale, elbows are straight, shoulder blades squeeze together like you're trying to squeeze a pencil between them. And exhale, pull the shoulder blades apart, hollow the front body, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, chest softens, scapula glide together. We call this retraction. And exhale, push into the back body, dome the upper back for protraction. Let's do one more cycle. So this small range of motion really helps to free up movement of the scapula to create more space in the back of the ribs for the breath. Come back to a neutral spine tabletop. We'll exaggerate the movement, adding in our entire spine and the hips. Inhale to arch the back, tilt the hips up for full cow. And exhale to drop the gaze around the spine, tilt the hips down for a cat. Inhale, feel that retraction of the shoulders, an extension of the spine. And exhale, feel the protraction of the shoulders, a flexion of the spine. Let's do one more, moving with the breath. And then we'll come back to our neutral spine and tabletop. Now check in here and just notice if there's any shortening or collapsing in your lower back that might limit the space for the breath. Can you lengthen the side body, tilt the tailbone down, engage through the front of the belly, tuck the toes underneath you, inhale to press down through the hands, and exhale, hover the knees 1 inch off the mat. So we're activating our core, coming into the power center of our body. Stay engaged here, inhale. And exhale, lower the knees to the floor, release the toes, but keep that engagement in the belly. Inhale, float the left arm forward, and exhale, extend the right leg back. Balancing table or bird dog. The arm and leg are an extension of the spine. Keep the gaze to the mat. Take another inhale, and exhale, come back to all fours, table. Inhale, right arm forward, exhale, left leg back. Foot can stay flexed to protect the knee. Press down through the left hand and the right knee. Core is engaged to energize the arms. One more inhale. And exhale, come back onto all fours for table. One more time each side. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, right leg back. So now you can stay here or we'll add in a crunch. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bend the knee and elbow, draw them together at center. Inhale to lengthen and expand. Exhale, squeeze in knee to elbow around the back. One more time, inhale. And exhale, squeeze in, pause here, maybe bring your forehead towards the knee. Take one more inhale to lengthen. And exhale, tabletop, come back to all fours. Good job. One more side. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. And exhale, kick the left leg back. Finding your balance, let's take a breath in to expand. And exhale, knee to elbow, round the back and squeeze. Inhale to expand and lengthen. Exhale, squeezing in, draw your energy together. Inhale to lengthen once more. We're moving slow to make it harder. And exhale, we'll squeeze in, pause here. Can you kiss your knee? Let's take one more inhale to reach open. Full breath into the abdomen, and exhale, come back to all fours. We'll find a stretch through the shoulders, press the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm to the side, open up to the left. And exhale, thread the needle, slide it under the right, but let the shoulder hover. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, left arm reaches up, open up. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. One more time, inhale, lift, lengthen, reach. And exhale, thread it underneath the right. Bring the left shoulder to the mat, the left forehead, and the right hand can stay where it is. We'll set ourselves up for our thread the needle stretch. So our hips stacked above the knee. Notice if you're sinking into your belly, the chest, or the neck. Hug the low navel in, press down through the left shoulder, and press down through the right hand. Now it might feel nice to extend the right arm overhead, tenting the fingers, making a more active twist. And here you can simply breathe wherever you feel sensation in the neck, the back, the shoulders. Take another breath. Slide the right hand in front of the face. Inhale to press yourself up, and exhale, coming back to tabletop position. On the other side, left hand presses down. Inhale, extend the right arm to the side, opening up. And exhale, thread the needle, slide it under the left, but let it hover. Inhale, we'll open up to explore a more dynamic movement. Exhale, thread the needle. One more time, inhale to open, twist a little higher, gaze to the hand, and exhale, thread the needle, slide it under, come to rest on the outer shoulder, the right forehead, and you can adjust your left hand as you need to set yourself up for a few breaths. Notice here if you can hug the navel in, ground down through the shoulder, the left hand. Explore this twist, a rotating of the ribs around the spine and a lengthening of the side body, maybe all the way up to the left fingertips. Take another breath. Slide the left hand in front of the face. Inhale, press yourself up, and exhale, come back to all fours, tabletop. Extend our legs back behind us for a high plank pose. So shoulders over wrist, heels over toes. Feel a long line of energy from the feet up to the top of the head. Now energize the legs, activate the core, press down through the hands, and puff out the back body as you hollow the front body. Take a breath in, and exhale, lower onto your forearms, forearm plank. So maintain that strong shape, press down through the forearms, energize the legs, activate the core, puff out the back body, hollow through the front body. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the toes, but keep the core engaged. One more inhale. And exhale, lower the hips to the floor. Find a gentle back bend for Sphinx pose. So now you can lessen the intensity by sliding the hands forward. Our shoulders are stacked above the elbows for reference. Let's press down through the tops of the feet, the front of the hips, the forearms, and we'll roll the shoulders back. Bring awareness back to that Ujjayi breath to support this shape. Length of the front side of the body, a strengthening and lifting of the back. Our breath is slow, deep, and even to simultaneously relax and energize our body and mind. On the next inhale, you can press down through the hands, straighten the arms, lift the elbows, full seal pose, finding a deeper back bend. On the exhale, you can lower down. Drop the chest, slide the hands beside the ribs. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, slide the knees wide, toes to touch, sink the hips back for child's pose. Bringing the forehead to the mat, the arms can reach forward, and the hips can snuggle towards the heels, but if they're a little bit lifted, that's fine as well. Now reconnect back to the breath and close the eyes. If you're breathing, you're doing yoga, so let the breath be the soundtrack of this practice. And as we start to find more flow, let the breath be present and the body simply follows. On the next inhale, press yourself back up to table, slide the knees closer, extend the legs back, high plank, exhale. Pause for the inhale. We won't be here as long, so find that strength right away. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. So coming to your upside down V shape, adjust the feet shoulder width apart, and let's bend the knees a lot into that turbo dog shape. We're releasing the strain in the hamstrings, bring awareness to the upper body. So spread the fingers, press them down, root down through the knuckles, create energy in the entire length of the arms, through to the back of the shoulders and the back of the heart. Take another breath. Now you can keep one knee bent. Let's straighten the other and we'll walk out our dog. So alternating your legs, pedaling out the feet, finding movement in the lower body, but maintain that strength and stability in the upper body. If it feels all right, you can still the movement, taking another breath in your upside down V shape. Legs are bent or legs are straight, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, bring the toes to touch, sink the hips back, child's pose. Coming back to another rest, reconnecting to the breath. So our child's pose is a resting shape. Feel free to come to this shape at any time throughout the practice if it calls for you. On the next inhale, press yourself back up, table. Exhale, high plank, extend the legs back. Inhale, press down through the hands. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Adjust the feet as you need. Press down through the hands and the toes. Inhale to lift the heels up. And exhale to lower the heels to the mat. Inhale, lift the heels high, come onto your tippy toes. And exhale, lower the heels. One more time. Inhale, lift the heels up, but this time on the exhale, spiral the heels to the left. Heels and hips point left, toes and knees point right. Opposite edges of the feet are grounded. So you're in this twisting turbo dog shape. Right hand is firm to the mat to find a nice side body stretch on the right. Take another breath. Inhale, come back up to center, lift the heels up. And exhale, spin the heels down to the right. Hips and heels to the right, knees and toes to the left. Press down evenly through both hands. Square the chest towards the mat. Take another breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come back up to center, heels high. And exhale, lower the heels back towards the floor. Stay for the breath. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't, no worries. Then inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, toes to touch, sink back for child's pose. So coming back to your rest, reconnect to the breath. Our breath is a gift. Inhale like you're receiving a gift. And exhale like you're giving a gift. And when you're ready to move with this gift, we'll do one more downward dog variation. Inhale, pull yourself back up, tabletop. Exhale, extend back, high plank. Inhale, press down through the hands, energize the arms. And exhale, take it back, downward dog. Press down through the hands and the toes. Inhale to lift up onto your tippy toes again. And exhale, step the feet forward one step. So we're doing a shortened downward dog stance. Let's bend the knees if that's more comfortable. And then we'll balance on one hand. Inhale, press down through the right hand. Exhale, slide the left hand to the back of the right leg. So either grab a hold of the calf, the ankle, or even cupping the heel with the hand. We're creating this A-frame shape, a revolved downward dog. And this is a fun twisting side bend variation. Gaze underneath the right armpit. Keep hugging the navel in, press down through the right hand to create lift in the upper body. Let's take another inhale. And exhale, we release. Left hand back to the floor at the top of the mat. Inhale, press down through the left hand. And exhale, slide the right hand to the back of the left leg. So the calf, the ankle, or the heel. Maybe it's the same or different from the other side. And then bring awareness to the low belly, hug it in, press the left hand down, engage through the shoulder, and create space to twist a bit deeper and explore this thoracic mobility. Gaze underneath the arm, inhale. And exhale, we release. Right hand to the floor, top of the mat. Inhale onto your tippy toes and tippy toe your feet to the top of the mat. Find a forward fold. Feet are shoulder width apart. Bend the knees a lot to eliminate the hamstrings from the equation. And then notice here how it supports our torso and the entire length of the spine. Can you let the head be heavy? Heavy like a bowling ball. And then option to grab onto opposite elbows. Take a moment to breathe into the supported space in the back of the body. And on the next breath, can you press down through the feet and slowly roll yourself up to stand, allowing the arms to dangle in front of the face, keeping the eyes closed. The head can come up last. Rolling the shoulders down and back, let's meet a mountain pose, standing tall. And just reconnect to the breath to notice how it feels to stand. Now feel free to keep the eyes closed as we activate this shape. So ground down through the four corners of the feet, lift the knees up, engage the legs, and tuck the tailbone down. Roll the shoulders down and back, the chin stays slightly tucked while the top of the head reaches to the sky. So now we feel a strong posture and a tall mountain pose. Take a few full diaphragmatic breaths. So we're drawing the breath down to the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, filling the lower belly all the way up to the top of the clavicles and the shoulders. Notice how a strong and tall posture creates more space in the torso for a deeper and fuller breath. Let's take one more full diaphragmatic breath to energize each and every cell from our head to our toes. Step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Strong mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up towards the sky, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart, hinge at the hips, forward fold, hands to the floor. Slide the left hand to the center underneath the face. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist towards the right. Gazing down to the floor or to the top hand, whatever is comfortable, and option to straighten that right leg to deepen the stretch in the hamstring. Let's take another inhale, open up, and exhale, release the twist. Switch your hands. Right hand down, center of the mat, under the face. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist open. We're reaching up, gazing up to the sky if that's comfortable, and straightening the left leg if there's space. Take another inhale, and exhale, release the twist, hands to the floor. Inhale for a halfway lift, fingertips to floor or palms to shins, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift, lift with the low belly, not with the neck, so chin to chest. And exhale, fold. Once more, halfway lift, long spine, gaze to the toes, maybe shift your weight forward, hips over heels. And exhale, plant the hands, step the left leg back, drop the knee, low lunge. Bring the hands on top of the right knee, so the back toes can be tucked or they can be pointed. Now press down through the 4 corners of the front foot. Engage the left glute. Inhale, float the arms up. So we're opening up space here in our hips. Can you bring awareness to the front of the left thigh? Focus on pulling that up as you lengthen the tailbone down. Take another inhale, lengthen the arms. On the exhale, cactus the arms to 90 degrees, creating a football field goal. Pausing here with the breath, opening up the heart, lifting the chest, gentle back bend. On the exhale, plant the hands, step forward, left foot to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to reset, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back, drop the knee, low lunge on the other side. So hands on top of the left knee, set up your foundation, pull the left hip back, engage the right glute. Inhale to raise the arms up towards the sky and settle into this shape. So focus on that lengthening of the psoas, the front of the right thigh. And our psoas does have connections to our diaphragm. So if we help our psoas, we can help our breath. Let's interlace our thumbs above our head, spread the fingers like a butterfly or a bird. Inhale to lengthen the arms, and exhale, gently tug the thumbs apart, bend the elbows wide, finding this opening in the front body, the back body. And notice if you're dumping in your lower back, tilt the tailbone down, engage through the right glute, and then hug the navel in. Let's take another breath. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, high plank. Find that strength, breathe in, and exhale, downward dog, lift the hips up and back. So taking a moment here in our home base and active rest, take a full grounding breath in and a full grounding breath out. Press down through the hands and the left foot. Inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Pause here for the exhale. So our hips are square. Inhale to lift the heel a little higher. And exhale, bend the knee, roll forward, step the foot between the hands, drop the back knee, toes stay tucked. Left hand down, reach the right arm up for a gentle twist. And exhale to release. Right hand to the floor, press down through the front foot. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Right away, set up your foundation. Left glute is engaged. Tailbone lengthens down, navel pulls in and up. Take another inhale. And exhale, hands towards the heart, prayer position. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist towards the right. So exploring this twist with your breath. And when we're twisting, can you make sure to ground one part of the spine before moving the rest? So we are kneeling, but can you ground down through the left knee, the right foot? The legs and hips are stable, and now the rest of the spine is free to move. On the next breath, you can open up the arms like wings, taking up space. And now you can stay in your low lunge or join me. Inhale to press down through the front foot and the back toes. And exhale, lift the left knee off the mat for a twisting T high lunge. So keep that bend to the front knee and keep lifting the left knee up, engaging the glute and the quadricep. Nice and strong in your lower body, take an inhale. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, left hand down, right hand up for evolved crescent lunge. Weight into the bottom hand, draw your weight back into the left shoulder as you gaze up. Take another inhale. And exhale, right hand to the floor, step back, high plank. Take an inhale. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. A full grounding breath in, a full grounding breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, lower the right heel a little bit. Inhale, keep the hips square, but lift the left heel a tiny bit more. And exhale, bend the knee, roll forward, step the foot between your hands, drop the knee, keep the toes tucked, right hand down, left arm up, taking a gentle twist. Inhale to open up, and exhale, left hand to the floor, square the chest. Inhale, rise up for your low lunge, and exhale, settle into your hips, building your foundation. Take another inhale, and exhale, hands towards the heart. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist towards the left. So exploring this twist with your breath, making a mindful rotation and generating the twist from your lower back, your core, working your way up to the mid-back, the rib cage, and then the shoulders. You can open up the arms like wings, focusing your eyes to focus your balance. You can stay in your low lunge, or inhale to press down through the left toes, the right toes. Inhale, and exhale, lift your knee up, finding your twisting T high lunge. So keep scissoring your hips. Left knee is bent, right knee is lifted. Take another inhale. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, right hand down, left hand up, finding a nice high lunge twist. Checking in with that front knee. If it's rolling in, can you press it to the left? Take one more inhale to open up. And exhale, release. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Take a breath in. And exhale, drop the knees, release the toes, child's pose. Take a full breath in. Open the mouth and let it go. So coming back to that ujjayi breath, it is a heat building breath, helps to stabilize our body, and helps to provide energy. So we'll use this breath for our next sequence of postures. When you're ready, inhale, press up to tabletop. Exhale, extend the legs back for high plank. Inhale, find strength. And exhale, downward dog, take it back. So we will start to build some heat and add in our core. Just try your best. So press down through the hands and the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg off the mat, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward. Inhale, kick it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. One more time, inhale, kick it back high. And exhale, knee to nose, roll forward. Pause here for a moment. And then step the foot between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted, press the left hand down, and inhale to reach the right arm up, finding that revolved crescent lunge. Now, can you gaze down to the bottom hand? We'll do something a little different. So pressing down through the front foot, inhale. Exhale, unhinge the hips, lift yourself up with that right hand, finding your high lunge twisted T. So we've been here before. So just settle into this shape with that ujjayi breath, a smooth and steady breath to support stability and strength. Let's take another inhale, strong in the lower body. And exhale, turn the chest forward, reach the arms to the sky. crescent lunge. We'll only be here for a breath. Inhale, maybe find a gentle back bend. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Inhale to press down, find strength. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. So the beauty about having two sides of our body is we get to do that a second time. You know what's coming. Press down through the hands and the right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, roll forward, shoulders over wrists. Inhale to kick it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, roll forward, squeeze around the back. One more time. Inhale, extend it high. And exhale, knee to nose, roll, pause here. And then step the foot between the hands, taking your time. Right hand down, left arm up, opening up for your twist, but keeping your gaze down to the floor. So you know what's coming. Strengthen your legs, press down through that front foot. Take a breath in. On the exhale, using your core, can you unhinge, pulling yourself up, high lunge twisting T, taking however long it needs to get you here, and then settling into your shape with the breath. So allow the breath to strengthen you, to soften you, to still you. Take another breath in. Exhale, turn the chest forward, reach the arms up, high crescent lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Stay low in the front knee. We'll only be here for a breath, so gaze up, filling your lungs. And exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, take an inhale. Exhale, bring the knees down, release the toes, sink the hips back, arms at the side, a passive child's pose. So bringing the forehead to the mat and taking a moment to rest. So starting to notice how our breath and our body are so connected. If we move better, we breathe better. We breathe better, we move better. So let's take an energizing breath to oxygenate our body. It's already done so much work for us today. And on the next breath, plant the hands at the head. Inhale for tabletop. Exhale for high plank. Let's find a strong high plank. Legs are energized, core is active, press down through the hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower onto your forearms. Finding that puff in the upper back, a hollowing through the front of the body, press down through your forearms. Inhale to slowly lift the hips up and exhale to tippy toe your feet forward, finding a dolphin pose. So a dolphin pose is a downward dog on our forearms. And if this shape is not working for you, no worries. Just go back to a downward dog or a child's pose. If you'd like to explore dolphin a little bit more, can you gaze towards the toes? Lift the low belly in and lift up into the back ribs. So we're building strength and using our breath to support us. Take another couple breaths, moving the breath into the space between the shoulder blades. One more inhale, really feel the skin of the back body peel away. And on the exhale, press down through the hands, straighten the right arm, lift the elbow, straighten the other arm as well. Coming into your downward dog, your upside down V shape. We'll give everyone a moment to meet us here. Balancing your weight evenly between your hands and your feet and sending your breath into the back body. Gaze towards the toes and slowly start to walk your hands towards your feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Bend the knees a lot, coming back to that happy squat position. Weight in the hips and the heels, a lightness in the toes. And we'll keep this bend in the knees. On the inhale, unhinge at the hips, reach the arms up for chair pose. Now we won't be here for long. Inhale, you lengthen the side body and the arms. And exhale, you sink a bit deeper in your hips, the heels. On the next inhale, straighten the legs, rise up to stand. And on the exhale, lower the arms to the floor. Well done. We're almost ready for the floor series, but not yet. So step your left foot forward to the top of the mat and turn to face the right. The feet will be parallel, and let's set up to a star pose. So extend your arms out, wrists stacked above the ankles. Bring your hands onto your hips. Turn the heels in, the toes point out to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Tilt the tailbone down, breathe in. And exhale, bend the knees, sinking into the hips, finding a wide-legged squat. So weight in our hips, our heels, and a lightness in the toes, just like in our chair pose. And then on the next inhale, you can open up, lift the arms, and exhale, cactus the arms to 90, finding that football field goal. So goddess pose is an empowering shape. Our hips are open, our legs are strong, the core is active, our chest is lifted, and the muscles of our back are engaged. So continue to take up space. We'll do a lion's breath to release stress. On the inhale, breathe in through the nose. On the exhale, open the mouth wide, stick out the tongue. Now don't even think about it. Don't be shy. You are in the comfort of your own home. Again, breathe in through the nose. And exhale, open the mouth, stick out the tongue. We'll do it one more time. Maybe you can also roll the eyes back on the exhale for extra effect. Take another inhale. Big exhale. Good. Now keep the arms where they are. Let's straighten our legs. Heel toe the feet together. Drop the arms at the side. Give the whole body a shake. So lion's breath is a really great way to promote relaxation in our face and our neck muscles, and also to let go of negative energy. Let's come and step to the top of our mat, finding mountain pose. We'll do one sun salutation to find a flow with our breath. Remember, move second, breathe first. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift of flat back. And exhale, step back to high plank. We'll do a chaturanga push-up from high plank to low plank. You can keep the knees lifted, inhale, or on the exhale, drop the knees, bend the elbows lower down to the floor. Release the toes, inhale, lift up for a baby back bend for baby cobra, or a deeper back bend for cobra or up dog. Pause here, roll the shoulders back, enjoy the opening. And exhale, lower down. Inhale for tabletop, and exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Our last downward dog of the practice. So take a moment here to find any movement that feels good for you. And maybe it's simply stillness, but as you do, can you feel the freedom of the fascia in the torso? So the front body, the side body, the back body. And what about the freeness of the breath now that everything has started to uncork and open up? So let's take one more nourishing breath to fuel our body. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale to drop the knees, cross the legs, come and sit on your bum, extend the legs out in front of you. Slide your bum to the center of the mat, bend the knees, feet are shoulder width apart. Plant the hands beside you, fingertips forward, press down, inhale to lift the hips up, reverse tabletop, chin to chest, or drop the head back if there's support. One final opening in the shoulders and the chest. Take another inhale. And exhale, we lower down. Keep the knees bent, hips to the floor, and start to lower onto your forearms. Come and lie onto your back. We'll have one more shape before our final rest. Bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to open up wide, coming into a reclined butterfly shape. And it'll be kind to yourself. If you'd like to slide the feet further away from the hips, please do. Bring the hands on top of the hip points, or maybe even one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. And here we're just starting to slow down the breath, to promote our relaxation response. And as you start to lengthen the breath, I'll share some food for thought. So a dog breathes 24 times a minute with a lifespan of 10 to 15 years. A human breathes half of that, about 12 times a minute. We can live to about 70 to 80 years. A tortoise, on the other hand, breathes 2 to 3 times a minute and often can live over 100 years. Can you channel your inner tortoise through slow and steady conscious breathing to perhaps live a longer and healthier life? Let's take another slow and steady breath. There is no rush. Take your time. And when you're ready, bring your hands to the outer edges of the knees. Draw them close to touch. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around. Give yourself a squeeze, curling yourself into a tiny little ball, maybe curling yourself even tighter. Let's take another inhale. On the exhale, extend the arms, extend the legs, release into your final resting shape, Shavasana. So feel free to take as much space on and off the mat as you like. We'll finish with a calming breath to prepare us for our final rest. So soften the shoulders, relax the face, close the eyes, and allow the eyeballs to fall heavy into the sockets. Bring awareness back to the breath. As you breathe in, can you count how long it takes to get to the top of the inhale? As you breathe out, can you match that number? Inhale, count how long it takes to get to the top, maybe 3, 4, 5, or 6. On the exhale, breathe out for the same amount. And the number itself is not important as long as you're matching the count out. Now inhale once again for your count, but this time on the exhale, can you lengthen the breath out for 1 to 2 counts longer? Inhale comfortably. On the exhale, lengthen for any amount longer. Continue a smooth and steady breath with longer exhales. Perhaps you can even find an exhale twice as long as an inhale. This act of lengthening the breath, in particular the exhales, is a very calming practice. Signals to the nervous system that it's time to rest and restore. On your next inhale, fill the belly, take a deep breath in. On the exhale, open the mouth, let it go to enjoy your final rest. There is life in every breath. Live in the breath to live in the moment. Bring awareness back to the natural breath. without forcing or changing anything. Just notice the breath. Allowing each breath to grow, sending breath and energy to awaken each and every cell in the body. Can you wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, perhaps rock the head from side to side. Option to extend the arms overhead and inhale for a full body good morning stretch. Reach towards opposite ends of the room. Keep the arms where they are. You can bend the knees. Keep the eyes closed and roll over onto one side of the body. Slowly press yourself back up to a comfortable seated position on the top of our mat. And when you arrive here, just take a moment to notice how you feel in this moment. We'll reconnect. All together, take a deep, full belly breath in, breathing in like you're receiving a gift. On the exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Giving the gift to those around you. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to your mat to connect to your breath, your body, and your mind. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you can continue to explore your breath both on and off your mat. Namaste.